welcome back, fellow gamers of the world. My name is Cody, and today we'll be talking about ASKA, playing ASKA, doing a Let's Play. We're going to be doing a review. We're going to be doing some beginner tips and tricks, everything you possibly know about ASKA here in the early access version. Well, yeah, let's jump right into it. So to start this off, we're going to change our character. So as you can see, there's the Raven, which is ASKA, and the Bear, which is Ragnar. And the cool thing about this is ASKA actually focuses on like stamina and dexterity and perception. Well, Ragnar, you can think of, focuses on like strength, cold resistance, hunger, vitality. I kind of want the cold resistance because I haven't experienced winter yet. So I honestly would like to have some cold resistance so we don't suffer as bad. I do like dexterity based builds though, because I do like bows, but it looks like she's only slightly better at it, so we're gonna go with Ragnar here. I'll show you guys the character creation options for all of them though. So they got all these facial features here. So as you can see, there's quite a bit. There's 6, 7 for early access here. There is how many hairstyles? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. There's multiple different hair colors. There's also different eye colors as well. Ooh, I like the red ones. Makes it look like a demon. Now, body color, you can change the tattoos. Ooh, the blue one looks cool. And you can change the tattoo styles. There is 6. And there's a bunch of different skin colors as well. So you can pick what you want. Oh, that one makes it look like a vampire, kind of. So you can pick what you want there. So, there's also some presets. Looks like it. Oh, you can. Okay, never mind. Sorry. You can save your preset there. So now we're going to go over to Ragnar here and we'll show you the facial features here. I actually like the way this looks, but I do like purple, so we're going to go with purple. And eye color, I usually like blue. I really like blue eyes. So I want to get like a nice beard. So we got 6 facial features for this one too. I like this beard because it has like the little wavy, like dwarven style. I know it's Viking style, but it's like dwarven style in my opinion. I do like this haircut. So there's 5 haircuts here. I do like that haircut. I like the white gray into it too. It looks really nice. Now the body style here, I want to change the tattoo color to this color because it just looks really good in my opinion. And then I do like the whole like claws over the side here. But this one gives me like a Viking Celtic vibe, so I want to go with this one. So we're gonna stick with Ragnar here. I do like Ragnar. Now we're gonna start a single player. We're gonna start a new game. We're gonna call it ASKA. And then I feel like we should just hit generate a bunch of times just to get something random. There we go. And start. So let's jump straight in. I feel my strength increasing. So one cool thing about this game is you actually can press Z. And Z will show you where all the resources are. Also, make sure you grab as much of this Jotun blood in the beginning as possible because this is what's going to let you summon your villagers. But Z is going to let you, which I think is really cool. Oh my god. Z is going to let you, that scared me. Z is going to be able to let you see all the resources on the map here. Yep, the gods of Creek construct the Eye of Odin and rebuild your tribe. So we got to rebuild our tribe. I also highly recommend building next to the water right away. And the reason I recommend building a village next to the water is because eventually you can get fishing, which will help your village out immensely when you get a fisher, so you can have food and you can stockpile on that food. So as you can see, there's small stones on the ground you can pick up. If you go up to the plants, if you hit Z, you can see which ones are able to be gathered. And honestly, I really wish that other games would do this. This is such a unique thing for ASKA to be able to just highlight resources like that. These are going to be the main enemy in the beginning here that you can actually kill. And as you can see, they drop fiber. Now, what we do need to do is get some sticks. Oh, the fallen bird's nest is where you get feathers, so if you want to make a bow and arrow. And also, the bow and arrow is really bad at first for tier 1. But when you level up your skill, it will become a lot better, so keep that in mind. Just this is where you get the reeds, which you can then get thatch. And you can actually, here's another pro tip right here. You can actually take your thatch if you can't get enough fiber, and you can hold your shift button and you can left click, and you'll actually get more fibers from it. So then what you can do with fibers now is if you hit B, you can actually go to materials and you can craft your rope that way. So if you want to have a faster way to get your rope, so it can be immensely helpful. And look at that, we started learning building materials. We got our first achievement. So now what we need is to get a stick, and we need to get some more blades. So if you hold C, and I honestly recommend grabbing as much as you can in the beginning as possible, and it will definitely even itself out. As you can see right here too, dwarf spruce is the things that give you sticks in the beginning, so these are what you want to look for. They do kind of look like the reeds, but that's okay. And then there also is flax for gathering fiber too, if you don't want to just go pick reeds forever. Another pro tip here too is where you get water at first is these veins right here, natural water resource collector, and eventually you can build wells on top of them. So if you find one of these, this is going to be good for a village. So let's just hit Z. Let's gather as much as we can, because you do have a water bar. And there we go, discover water in nature. So I kind of do want to look for a good spot to build, and it looks like over there might actually be a good spot. We can get some more reeds here. There also is oysters on these rocks if you need or mussels, sorry, if you need a quick food source to cook later on. The only thing with that is, though, is I haven't really used them as much as I just use blueberries, and then when I get fishing going. And then you also can get farming, so finding seeds in nature is going to be really good for you as well. Let's just grab them now, because then we can cook them. That'll be our first food source. Grab as many rocks as you can see. You're going to need them as much as possible as you go through the as you go through the beginning here. It's going to be very beneficial for you to grab as many small stones as you can, because you have to craft pretty much every tool. Like in some survival games, you don't need every tool, but in this one, you definitely want every tool at your disposal. And right here, this is where you're going to get the blue crystals for your summoning your villagers, kind of like how we have in our inventory here. 5 of them will get your first village, so I kind of want to build like right over here, to be honest. This looks like a good flat area. And for the purpose of just playing through this without my friends, I think we are just going to go here. Because then we could just kind of get our village going, and then I can showcase some more stuff for you guys. Let's build our first tools. So let's just go through, craft our blades here. Craft our blades. So I do want to create the axe first. I do like having my water in my last slot. This is just like a me thing. And then we're going to grab the pickaxe next, because then we can get the Jotun blood. So we're going to move this over. We're going to move the muscles over too. I would like to get the wooden hammer too, because the wooden hammer will let us build our structures. So I recommend building the axe first, so you can get more sticks easier. Then I recommend building the pickaxe, then the wooden hammer. You will need the knife eventually, so you might as well craft it. This is why I said you're going to need everything. The wooden hoe will be great once we get more sticks here. And honestly, building the terrain field, I am actually going to level out the terrain back here. I kind of want to see where that water actually is first. So this is actually one of the best ways to get the land how you want it. I do like this spot here, because there is natural water here. I think we have to chop all the trees out of the way over here. So what we'll do is we'll just make this the village well in the future over here. And we'll go right over here. And I actually just want to flatten this, like, over. Because we should be able to do that. So let's grab... I really like this spot in the back over here. I really do. So now we can grab this, and we can kind of just bring it out this way. So let's start getting to chopping trees. So the way the tree chopping kind of worked kind of like Valheim, where you kind of chop each individual piece. So you kind of just hold down your R button, watch your stamina, because we want to get a fire going ASAP. There we go. Just want to hold down this to harvest. Once we start getting villagers, it will make the automation so much quicker. So as you can see, when the tree falls over, it falls over like it would in Valheim. And then you have to proceed to chop the next tree, which I think is really cool. You want to watch your stamina too. Make sure you don't get tired, otherwise it'll take a lot longer. So now you can hit Z and see what resources you got. So we got bark. I recommend picking up these sticks first, because you're going to need them the most. And then another cool thing is too, is you can either use these long sticks, or you can actually chop them into smaller sticks, but we're going to be using them eventually here. But just for the purpose of this video, yeah, well, I'm just going to show you that you can actually chop the long sticks into smaller sticks, so this is another tip here. And it gives you bark as well, so that's a huge deal here, because you're going to need a lot of that and firewood. So you can see you got a bunch, and then you also have a, oh, and we also can get some sticks from the store with spruce, perfect. And let's grab as many of these little rocks as we can while we're doing this, because we're going to need them. Grab the reeds here, because then we can just convert the thatch over into fiber. We're going to need more rope anyway in the future. And I didn't realize there was a water source here, but there is, so this is actually perfect. Because once we get a well, then we can actually build the well up there. Okay, so time to build the fire. It's a good place for us. So now the way you put resources in, you just hit supply. So now we actually do need to get one more piece of fiber here, which is actually kind of cool. Grab this. So what we can do now is, like I showed you earlier, you can actually take the thatch and just left click. You can also do the same thing with this, harvesting the bark for fiber too. You can do that with thatch and fiber. Very useful. And supply, and there we go. So now that firewood that we got earlier from chopping that one tree down is going to go into the fire. So very useful for that. Grab the bark here, perfect. Just add fuel, add, oh, and it already, so now we can hold to ignite it, which will be really beneficial for us. And then we have to build Odin's Eye soon here, because getting up another villager would be honestly preferred. Let's open the menu here, so you can see you can upgrade or add on structures, you can dismantle. So we can build the campfire around it, so we already had the resources for that. So as you can see, it's now around there as well, and now we can ignite it again. There you go. So I'm going to open it up, and we should be able to build the fire cover now as well. And there you have it, a beginner's guide to get you started in the game. For more in-depth information on building, village management, and more, be sure to check out the extended video linked below, and I'll see you in ASKA.